I said hello. I was just muted for a change. Yeah, no, I said hello. Sorry, Davide. I was muted. I was talking to myself for I don't know how long. So welcome to the live stream. We're testing a new camera angle today. You can see that that's better. But I think you're watching on horizontal, so for you, it's the same as always. If you're watching on horizontal. That's not the best. Hamkaya. Does the air vent blow air? No, the air vent does not blow air. The buttons do work, but the vent doesn't blow any air. I don't really need it. I'm indoors. I'm in my home office, and I live in Florida. Therefore, it's always hot, and the air conditioning is always on. So there's always air blowing in the vent that's aimed right at me here on my simulator. So I can't really complain about heat. But so many people ask me about the vent that one day I might just hook up to a fan or something, just for fun. Leave like one of those little strings floating in here so people can see it's blowing air. It's funny. But mostly for fun impact, not because I really need something cooling me down. That's the truth. They were driving in Japan, the Shuto Revival Project track. There's a light rain happening here. Squeeze in. But I don't know. I don't know if that is a good view. If anybody's watching on the Black GT app, just let me know what you think. Glad to hear, Jay. I'm glad to hear. MCU? What does that mean? Marvel Cinematic Universe? Hi. Good morning, or good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are. Oh, you had a day off, Steve. Oh, that's fun. Wish I had a day off today. We could always use a 3-day weekend, right? Will it work connecting to an Xbox, like the gauges and stuff? So Davide, no. Unfortunately, if you're using a console, like Xbox or PlayStation, they don't allow you to install, like, for instance, SimHub. And SimHub is the key to get the gauges to work. Without SimHub, there's no way to get the gauges working. Because you need something that fetches the game data, and then you can translate it to CAN bus language. So unfortunately, no. You need a PC for gauges to work, and other joysticks like the other stuff here. Not ATS, yes, well noted. This is Assetto Corsa. I was gonna play some ATS, maybe I'll play some later, I don't know. This one is fun too. I'm trying a new camera angle for those in the Black TT app, but I don't know if it's working because viewership today is very low, I don't know why. And I haven't said the name of any other places. The rest is normal. Here on the red app and the purple app, everything seems normal. It's the black app that is weird. I don't know if it's the camera angle that is too realistic and they are thinking I am really driving, because that happens quite a lot. And I kind of tend to think that that's the case, that's what's happening. They don't tell you, they don't say like, oh, you're doing dangerous activities. They just assume you are, and they don't let you even defend yourself. Because there's like 9 people there, and there was like 90 yesterday. So I might need to change the camera again. One that makes it more evident that I'm playing a game. Are you guys watching vertical or horizontal? Turn around. Vertical. Okay, so let me know what you think. Is this view, what you're seeing right now, better? I'm gonna put another view here so you can tell me. Or this. What do you prefer? The first one or the second one? yeah, the FOV is wider here, so the camera is not cropped in. My only fear is that it's so far you can't really see things so well, but I'll just leave it here for now and see what happens. This is how you get 5 stars? I thought it was all about like good service, a little bit of water, and I don't know. I don't know what good Uber drivers do. You haven't seen my live streams, Mark, have you? Before? I don't know if she's still there. Everything is so quiet today. You guys can ask questions. Everybody's so quiet today. Can't even tell if anybody's there. What car am I driving? So I am driving a Toyota Supra MK5. Yes, in-game. A Toyota Supra. Mark 5 version. Oh, I didn't see your message, sorry. Wonder if you could get SimHub gauges extra run on a computer that runs that program that translates the gaming consoles you're trying to use. That's a good question, Steve. But the key here is the SimHub app needs to be connected somehow to the Xbox if you want to make it work. So, because the game knows all the information about speed, about RPMs, about fuel, about everything. But you need to kind of latch in and connect to it. And I don't know if you can connect, even if you're on an external computer, I don't know if you can connect to the PC and read the information there at the same time. So I don't know. I never heard of anybody that was able to get the sim hub working. Granted, I never searched for it. It's not like, you know, something I really really needed, so I never went after it. I mean, it's worth the search. But then, if you do have a computer, if you want to run Assetto Corsa, then why not run Assetto Corsa on that said computer? Because Assetto Corsa is a game that is not very, you know, heavy in terms of load, so that wouldn't be that bad. I don't have any preferences between the MK4 and MK5. I'm not that knowledgeable in the Supra world to have an opinion formed about if Supra Mark IV is better than Mark V. Oh, we're gonna go back to the pits. And then I'm gonna try to change the camera, because the camera very clearly on the black app is not working, because it did not generate not nearly as much as it usually should. So excuse me for just one moment. More of a classic? Oh, I see what you're saying. So it's not just because performance or anything. Oh, I noticed something. I'm missing a light. That's why it's a little bit dark today. Get that one on. And we'll do this. Sorry about that, TikTok people. I am just trying to fix my camera here, because I don't think it achieved the right clockwise. Down here. It's gonna go down here. Go down here. It's gonna go down here. And now we can kind of move around. We'll leave it like this for now. Let's move this a little bit to the right. Yeah, my head's gonna kind of be in the way, so I might as well just move it towards the right. Too far? No, that's good. I can't really see it, but that's fine. Let me see your messages, guys. Then you took some moment to think of the console. Yeah, you could do that, but then again, like, I don't know if that would be worth it. But that's worth the try. Good morning, JM. Changing my camera angle here. I'm not quite happy with it yet. I'll have to tweak it later. You were here yesterday, right? What do you think about the camera angle? It is a computer, Davide, but there's one problem. Consoles are super closed platforms that, like, for instance, Xbox won't let you install pretty much anything. You can't just download like a mod or an app on their console. There usually isn't a lot of compatibility with consoles. So unfortunately, if you're trying to like install SimHub, you won't be able to install directly on your Xbox or PlayStation unless there's a kind of a jailbreak, you know, like something that would allow you to install anything there. But I don't know if that's something that's possible, to be honest. Davide, you're talking about the one that you can see. You're on vertical, right? Right now. Or are you on horizontal? Well, yeah, then if you can run Windows, then you can install SimHub, and then you can install pretty much anything you need to get it working. Yeah, the thing with being centered. So, elaborate a little bit more on your opinion, JM. I want the viewers to be centered, but it needs to be a little bit off to the left because that's where my eyes are. And as you might know, like TVs and monitors, they don't have parallax. So if I move the camera to the sides, like it's not like a real person in the real world. If I move my eyes that way, you still see the road straight to you, right? Because it's infinite ahead of you. In the computer, if you're seated on the passenger seat, it's gonna look to you as everything is going like sideways. I don't know if it makes sense to you, but that's the only problem with being perfectly centered. Especially because the game is not centered to me. It's off to the left here. Okay, vertical. So you prefer this one, Davide? There on the red? Or that closer one? Because, you know, I like this one. I don't have any problems with it. And at least on the red platform, you can see the gauges. You can see the gauge on top. You can see Apple CarPlay on the bottom. So that works quite well. The problem is, for now at least, on the black platform, the TT one, I can't really put the camera yet, the gauges. But oh well. Yeah, that is true. Yeah, I gotta catch attention, but I can't be. The problem with being too realistic in terms of camera view is that the black app, the TT one, will think that I'm driving, like for real. The AI will flag my live stream as dangerous activities. Yeah. So there's a fine line between making it look realistic and too realistic. Oh, a bunch of lights are off today. That's why it's so weird also. There you go. Now we have more lights, and God said, may there be light. Today was a disaster, as per usual. Yesterday, the day before, I didn't have battery on my microphone, and so on. So let's see if with more light, we get better engagement. That was not a gap. Ah, that is true, Davide. They don't have mods on the console. Well, if Xbox does that and changes it to allow you to have mods, then if it's Windows, you'll be able to install mods. Think so? Think it'll be more restricted? So there's some information coming from the Black app, the TT one, and I'm going to relay information here from different places. So there's a person here saying that the next Xbox allegedly will have a little bit more of open-minded against for mods, so it will allow mods. That would be great news, because then if you have a game like Assetto Corsa, you could, in theory, mod it and add the rain, add the beautiful like graphics that are available for us on PC today. That was a wild jump. So on PC Software, a magazine and forum publisher site, introduced Phil Spencer. I'm assuming Phil Spencer is somebody big in the Xbox world. Oh, I see. That's where the announcement confirming Xbox working with. Okay. So let's hope. That's great news for Xbox players, because that's one of the things that PC gamers always love to, like complain about consoles, is that they're closed, so you can't really do anything. You can't mod, at least not easily. It's not like as easy to mod an Xbox or a PlayStation as it is for a PC. So I guess that would be a game changer. If you could have the, like, for those who just like to sit down, hit power and start, playing, consoles are great. But if you have a console because, I don't know, you're tight on cash or that's all you have, you want to mod it, and you have the know-how, why wouldn't you be able to, right? It's interesting. Well, if the next Xbox is half PC, half console, all there's left to know now is if the half PC will allow you to play games just like normal, or if they will just expand on their capabilities. Like console will still do console things and play games, which won't allow you to download like SimHub or mods. And then you have the PC for like productivity if you need, for on a tight budget, if you need to do some small simple things on your PC. Well, if it will be a full PC running supported Windows OS, that could be the case of allowing mods. When is this new Xbox coming? Do we know the release date? Ooh, didn't pull the handbrake on. I see. Oh, the chairman of Xbox. That's who Phil Spencer is. Interesting. No release date yet. Assetto Corsa, yeah, 11 years old now. It was actually almost 12. It was released in 2013, if memory serves. And it's still the best. Yeah, I agree. It's one. I don't know if it's still the best. Like, depending on what you're considering the best. Like, if it's like for its open, like arms to mods and allowing you to keep the memory and the game alive, I think that's by far the best. You can download pretty much any car, any track, any place. There's Rain now, which wasn't even available when the game was released. So Assetto Corsa is definitely the best game for modding community. I think, like, for instance, Assetto Corsa Competizione and Automobilista 2 are pretty good games, when we're not talking about iRacing. Just in terms of how nice they are to play, the graphics and all of that. Then, like, there's BeamNG, and BeamNG is a little bit of a different beast because of the fact that it has the soft body physics. A lot of mods too, but the graphics are still not there. They should do this for Forza Horizon. Yeah, I agree. Especially, like, there's small things that be, like, for me, I would play more Forza Horizon. I like the arcade games for, having fun and all. But I can't move the camera the way I want. So that is a big downside for me, at least. I know my use case is very limited compared to other people. Not a lot of people have a setup like mine that they need to move the camera around just like I do. But in terms of, it's not very customizable. You can't mod it, you can't change it. It's everything online. I have quite a few hours playing Forza Horizon. Granted, since I changed my my CPU, I had to reinstall my Windows, and I did not reinstall Forza, and that has been like, what, maybe 6 months now? been about 6 months and I haven't played Forza, or even longer. But it's a fun game. I have a bunch of cars, I did a bunch of missions, I finished the game. All here in this simulator. There's another downside of Forza Horizon 5 is the fact that the steering wheel not compatible out of the box with the Fanatec. You have to use the legacy thing, and then all the buttons get messed up, and man, I don't know why they do that. It's a racing game, okay? It's an arcade game, but man, work on your compatibility with wheelbases. Yeah, chilling on a countryside road in Forza is pretty cool, especially because of the graphics, right? Hey Lloyd, how are you doing this morning? Funny how places work. The red platform is doing super well today. The purple platform, one person watching. Thank you, by the way. I don't know who you are, you've been quiet, but or if you're the same. And then you have the black TT platform. Today is a mess, and it's not even. I don't know why I still try. Nice. What do you have? What wheelbase do you use to play? Although my favorite game to cruise around is American Truck Simulator. Now, I think that wins for now, at least, like cruising, because in Forza Horizon 5 you still feel the urge sometimes to just drive fast and crash and do things, while on American Truck Simulator you're driving a truck, and it's easier to control this urge of like, I'm gonna drive fast, because that thing cannot drive fast. Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate that, JM. That purple app is so weird sometimes. And I'm not even saying the platform names, so I don't think that's what's causing my... Even here on the Black GT one. Thank you, Coop. We have a G920, nice. The very first wheel that I had experience with, I didn't own it. It was a friend, belonged to a friend of mine. It was a G25. That was a long time ago. The G920 is pretty much the same as the G29, right? It's just the system compatibility, right? Hello, Aha. You're thinking about getting a sim anytime soon. So, thank you, man. So I would recommend, if you don't have anything, if you don't have any wheelbase currently, if you are shopping around for a wheel and pedals, I would recommend you take a look at Moza. If your budget is super tight, take a look at the Moza R3. If your budget is a little bit more, generous, I would look at at least the Moza R5 or R9. Those are good options. Thanks, man. I really appreciate that. Thank you, JM. Oh, I see. Xbox and PlayStation. Makes sense. Oops. Call my insurance. There was no gap there. Crap. We'll Thank you for the info. So the GameStop Logitech G29 and 920 for under 200 bucks if you purchase in store, and you get a free shifter. It's not a bad deal. They know that the direct drive steering wheels are coming for them. I think a Moza R3 was like $399 or something. It was around $300. It's sub 500 for sure, but I'm not sure exactly the price on a Moza R3. But I can see why somebody would buy a Logitech versus a Moza if it's like 400 bucks for a Moza and 200 bucks for a bundle like that for the Logitech. It makes sense. If you're on a tight budget, and it will work just fine. $399? Thank you. Yeah, that's what I thought. $339. Okay, yeah, it's still, when you're getting close to the 400, 500 mark, and that's more serious budget kind of thing. So your budget is from 2,000 to 2,500 euros. So you'll need to buy everything besides a PC, 3 pedals, gearbox, handbrake, and maybe even a cockpit. So if that is your budget, then you can go a little bit better. In that case, I would recommend like a Moza R9. You can get like a Fanatec Club Sport 12 millimeters. That would still allow you to have money left for a good, sim rig structure and a seat. If you buy a good sim rig, you'll spend about $700-ish. Then you need another about $300 for a seat, maybe a little bit more depending on what seat you're looking for. So that's about $1,000, and then you can spend another, say, $1,000 if you buy, for instance, the Fanatec with the pedals. You'll spend around $1,100 or about 1,000 euros. That's around 2,000 euros already. So you'd be like just about your budget. Oh, that is 100% the right way to do it, Coop. Is, study, take a look at them, see the options, wait in. Sim racing is a thing that will take a lot of your time and a lot of your money. And one thing I can honestly tell, like everyone that's starting with sim racing, even if you start with a simpler, like wheelbase, pedals, shifter, etc., you will have the urge to upgrade every few months. You might not have the budget to do so, but you will have the urge. Like for sure, you're gonna start like, okay, I could get a better shifter, and then you'll go like, I want a different steering wheel, and then I want, a better seat, a better, more rigid sim rig, and you start adding and adding and adding. Next time you look at it, you have a monster in your office, in your home office. But it's a fun rabbit hole, I can say. It's a lot cheaper than buying a car for track, purpose. A lot of people will come to me and say, at this point, just drive a car. Why? I'm here swimming through traffic, and when I crash, there's zero responsibility. I can just click reset, go back to the pits, and get going again. Hey, my secret account! Aw, too bad you weren't here before, man, because I was testing a different camera angle, and I was curious to hear opinions from people who were here before. Kind of moved the camera a little bit there, but I don't think it's good. I just moved it during the live stream. And just now, the Black Platform kind of released my live stream to the world because it was shadow banning for sure. I had like 7 people watching for the longest time. Now it's back to normal. Kind of normal. You You have a real leather car seat. That guy was turning with no turn signal. A real leather car seat and full metal frame with a 48-inch TV and a Logitech shifter. So you've got a lot, man. You've got the most, you know, those are expensive parts. Like, aside from the car seat that you can buy at the junkyard for cheap, and I highly recommend. I really like leather seats. Thank you, man. Thank you, Yanka. Oh no, 10% battery. You forgot to charge your battery overnight? Idea, because we are in the back seat, call the followers passengers. Yeah, that is true. You guys are my passengers. I hope everybody's wearing seatbelts. We're in a Volvo. So let me see. So we're talking about wheel plus base, Moza R9, $700. Yeah, that sounds like a good price. And the pedals, Moza SRP. This is not the same that I have. I have the Moza SRP, but I don't have the LC. Shifter, Thrustmaster TH88. You know, shifter-wise, there's cheaper options if you buy. I'm gonna be honest, it's not the best feeling in the world, but it shifts fairly well. If you look for those, just type like exactly like this, generic USB shifter. This is the one I have here, and it works quite well. Then you have in your budget there, handbrake from B&M, Jack Pro, $200. Yeah, unless if you're doing drifting, I would recommend you go with a nice handbrake. If you're not drifting, you can also go with a generic one, like I do. I have a generic one here, and a $500 stem brake. Yeah, that sounds reasonable. Thank you, Swappa. Thank you. We have a homemade setup. Nice. Your old Alfa Romeo. That's pretty cool. There's a guy, I can't say the platform, in that platform that has pictures in it, traditionally. He has built several Alphas. I think he's selling those cockpits now. Yeah, Volvos are very, very good in reliability. I'm biased. I do own 3 right now. I own like 9 Volvos throughout my life. I never had any big issues other than my Volvo S60R, which is currently broken in my garage because it was tuned before I bought it. Guy tuned the heck out of it. It is a tank on wheels. I had my life saved by Volvo in 2007. You have a V70 P3. That's pretty cool. I like the P3s. When I went to the junkyard to get the interior for the tutorial Volvo, there was an S60 P3 there. That was in mint shape. I almost got the interior just for the heck of it. That was a pretty awesome interior. Worthy of a sim rig. And the saddest thing is, I don't think anybody got that interior, and I think it got crushed. An Alfa Romeo 155, that is a classic. Steve, you made your own handbrake? That's pretty cool, man. I love those things, man. I love when people have, you know, this urge of DIYing things. I think that's pretty awesome. That's me. Yeah, man. If it wasn't for Volvo, I don't think I'd be here. I hit a tree on the driver's side. So the whole console here is kind of crushed and gave way, so the driver's seat could move to the right, and then the passenger seat moved towards the right as well. So that gave just enough space for the tree to enter the car while I was saved. And the side impact airbag also helped, you know, by protecting my head when I probably would have hit the V pillar. Oh, the 850 T5R. Oh, that is a beauty. That was the car that saved me, a Volvo 850 Turbo, not a T5R. I didn't have budget for a T5R. And they are pretty rare in Brazil. Can't find a bunch of them. For your first car, you want a Golf 6 GTI. That's a pretty fast first car, man. Golfs are also pretty fast, especially because they're small. When I was younger in Brazil, Golfs, especially the GTI versions, oh, they were desired, man. Especially in Brazil, where compact cars are kings. People would pay a lot of money on those. 1992 Alpha 155 Twin Spark. I love the design of those. Especially, you probably know this, but they used to race against the Volvos in the BTCC, in the British Touring Car Championship, and I thought those were amazing cars. I think they had a very nice design. Kind of like those square, you know, like late 90s, late 80s and early 90s, like square boxy designs. I think those are pretty cool. Gonna make a turn here. I don't think the AI kind of cares if I'm using my turn signal, but you know, I'm not an ogre. Tops are pretty cool. So sad that the brand is no longer with us, and I think it's sad because it was a pretty cool brand, a lot of heritage with that brand, and it's sad whenever a brand just dies. You know, a lot of people are like, "Oh, you like Volvos? You're not a car guy." I say the opposite. People who don't like Volvos, or not Volvos, you know, necessarily like other cars, they're not car people. Car people will like cars. They have engines, combustion engine. They'll love it. You can think to do a GMC Sierra 2011 interior. That'd be cool, especially if you like to do like I do, American Truck Simulator. That'd be cool. I think any car would be a good simulator. Honestly, even minivans. They're comfortable. You're gonna spend more money buying a nice rigid sim rig than building your own car sim rig if you go to a junkyard and pull parts. A 240, the red blocks, those are nice. Rear wheel drive, turbo, those were tanks. Like anything newer, they're like not as much of a tank. Can you come and sit as a passenger? Yeah, you guys are kind of sitting as passengers, if you think about it. I don't know why this app does that. Notifying. Thank you, Dirt. I didn't see because the app was notifying something. And I don't know if you're still here, man. But thank you. How are you doing, Dirk? Didn't say anything. Just said hello. Or if you did, I missed it. That's a good one, Victor. Ooh, I was reading the chat. Don't do that. Oh, nice. What are you working on? Is it something for the sim? Can you share or? Anybody here watching want to see a very cool rig? Dirk built a very cool rig. You don't have it anymore, right? I think I saw a post that you took it down, didn't you? Do I own and drive a Volvo? Yes, I do, sir. I have 3 Volvos, actually. I have 3 Volvos S60s. Oh, you have the box. Nice. I have 3 Volvos S60. I have a 2005 Volvo S60R with the 6-speed manual, just like this one. I also have a 2020 Volvo T5, and I have a 2022 Volvo S60 T8. The most powerful Volvo that I have, currently with 415 horsepower, and a 0 to 60 time of 4.3 seconds. Oh, I saw that dirt bike. That's nice, man. That's so awesome. I completely agree with you, Davide. The 5-cylinder Volvos, they have a special, like, I've seen a person describing it as a baby V10, and that is true. The way it sounds more like, I don't know, it's different from a V8 that's very, you know, thick and there's a lot of bass to it. The V10s are a little higher in note, not as weak high as a V6. So I think there's a very good tune to 5 cylinders. You order a double den for your gaming. Nice. Yeah, that should work. I have just a regular power brick powering my radio here. Oh, come on, Steve. That is true. But that is true. That's why a lot of people criticize me, because I built a sim rig out of a Volvo. It's kind of like, you know, when Marty McFly asks Doc, you built a time machine out of a DeLorean? So it's like, you built a sim rig out of a Volvo? Oh man. Oh yeah, Forza Horizon 4 had the Volvo S60R. In fact, most of the mods that are available out there in the world and the wild, you know, that are Volvo S60s they are from Moza, just ripped out of the game and improved in some way. This is heavy, Doc. I actually gotta move. I moved around, so I took this out, so I gotta... Where is it? What monitor do I use? I use 3 4K TVs, 65-inch 4K 120 Hz TVs, DTL.
Well, this baby hits 88 miles an hour, you're gonna see some serious shit.
$2,000 in display. No, not quite. The TCL is not that expensive. I think I spent if memory serves, it's been a while. I think I spent like $600 and something on each of those 3. I bought them all at the same time in order to have like similar, you know, production batches. And I bought it during, I think, Black Friday. It was a Black Friday deal, or it was a deal of some sort. I paid a fairly good price. It wasn't that bad. If you had to build a sim, why don't do it with style? That's right, man. Like Doc would have said, you have to build a sim rig. Why not build it with style? And a Volvo, I'm pretty confident it's a pretty good style. Controversial. If I used a Porsche, it would be just, yeah, that's alright, it's a Porsche. But a lot of people question because I chose a Volvo. And it's funny, a lot of people make fun of my BMW sim rig, the E60, because the engine light is on. Ah! Oof! That was a dramatic crash. Yeah, it was like 88. Let's go to 88 miles an hour. Let's go on my. So we're at 80 now. 85 or 90 actually. Every little line is 5. So I went 2 lines above. That's 90 now. No, that's 90 now. That was 85. Yeah, because the 100 obviously. Thank you for the follow. I have a few downs that I can play sometimes. The Back to the Future one, I don't even know why I have it, but I like it. That is true, Steve. Volvos have the most comfortable seats. BRO27, this is called Assetto Corsa for PC. Are not showing on TikTok right now because I moved it. I'll pull it back here. It's probably here. We'll see. Yeah, there's the point system. This tells if I wrecked or not. Anybody wondering, yeah, that's the purpose of this game in particular. Not the game itself. The game purpose is to race. It was created to have racetracks and stuff. But people have modded so heavily and added like open world tracks like this one. This one has 190 kilometers, which in miles is what? If it was 100 miles, that'd be 160. That'd be 100 and maybe easier if I look there. So 190, that about 120. 120 miles. A little less than 120 miles. That's a pretty big track. Yeah, that's one of my favorite too, Davide. The Back to the Future, Jurassic Park, all-time classics. You can't go wrong with those. Rafamek, I didn't see you, man. Thank you. So as I was saying before I got distracted, the purpose of this server here is you go and swim through traffic. You can't touch the cars or the track. You know, highway. And as you do, the closer you are to the other cars, you get more points, as you see the points going up there. So I gotta go, like, now, if I stop, like, see, it's not going up because I'm not passing close. If I'm here, it's not even clocking. If I go closer, it'll start clocking points. So I gotta go super close. And the more aggressive, like in changing lanes and all of that, the better the points are. But if I crash, they'll reset my timer. But that's the purpose of this game, this server here. Oh man, I'd love to have a DeLorean. That'd be so awesome. But I'd be one of those guys. If I buy a DeLorean one day, if I have one, I would make it a time machine, for sure. Because let's be honest, there's not a lot of people that are fans of DeLoreans because they are DeLoreans. They are fans of the DeLorean because they are from Back to the Future. So, like in terms of cars, movie cars, the ones I'd love to have in my garage would be the 1989 Batmobile, the 1992 Ford Explorer in the Jurassic Park theme, the 1992 Jeep Sahara from Jurassic Park also, and the DeLorean Time Machine. Oh, there's one more, the Ecto one. Those to me are the most, the best car movies of all time. Oh, I did, JM. I did mod it. I can play. So I do actually play sometimes in Livestream GTA 5 in first person. So I can actually go in the car and drive with the steering wheel. The H shifter works. It's crazy. I gotta do a live stream doing that again. The problem is if I'm doing a story, there's too much language, and sometimes the live stream gets a little bit restricted because GTA 5 is a little bit more explicit with their language. But yeah, I can play GTA 5 on this sim rig, which is insane. Remembering my old days when I bought my first GTA 5 in 2013 when it came out, playing on my PlayStation 3, I would never in my wildest dreams ever imagine I'd be able to drive inside of a Volvo playing GTA 5. That would be just... High Force UK. Oh, I think I have it. I have that map. For people who are from, especially UK, I think that should be a fun map. Thank you, everybody that's hitting that follow button. I appreciate you guys. Ow. As I crash here, reset my points. But I promise, I drive better than this. I'm trying to read the chat. In fact, my personal best in this game was done while live streaming and reading the chat one day. I did 1 billion points here. You're driving Herbie in real life? You have an old Beetle? They're very common in Brazil. There's a ton of beetles. And it's funny because Saturday I was walking, I went for a walk, and I saw 2 beetles on the same day here in Florida, which is very rare. One was in good condition and the other one was parked, and I don't think it's drivable. Actually, there was 3. There was a shell of a beetle in the same house where I saw the other beetle parked. Could you buy the R3? But I think that's a good option if your budget is limited. Somebody said earlier on the live stream that it's $329, and I think that's a pretty good price for a wheelbase that is a direct drive wheelbase. So yeah, I would buy the R3 over the G920 or the that's my opinion. The 1974 Dodge Monaco. Oh, yes, that is a cool. Oh, the Christine. Yeah, 1957. Yeah, that one is pretty cool too. Or the car from that movie, the Lampoon's Vacation, the station wagon. That'd be pretty cool. Can you imagine to have one of those? Carro brasileiro. O Dodge? That is true, Richie. So that's what I would recommend. So the $329 is for a bundle? I didn't know that. Somebody just told the price of the R3 and I thought it was just the steering wheel with a wheel. I don't know how the wheel gains are with the G920, but at least on the Moza you can change the steering wheel, so that is a big plus. Oh, Eleanor. I don't know. I'm not a big fan. I like the Eleanor car. I think it's pretty cool, but I wouldn't have it. Pedals, base, and ES wheel for $329. That's not a bad deal. Success. This is not real. I'm driving in a simulator. Oh, Kit is a classic. Pretty cool car, especially if you get all the gadgets working. You know, like the 80s technology. That was such a cool thing. 80s technology at its best. The talking car, you know, all those lights and little LEDs blinking around. Truckster? Oh yeah, that's the van, right? Is it called the Truckster? I forgot the name of that car. That was a cool car, and it's a real car they modified to be like unique. The Fury. Wow. $100,000? A lot of money. Yeah, 30, not that bad, depending, because I don't think you can find, like, maybe cheap movie cars would be if you made like a Ford Explorer from Jurassic Park. Those, I don't think they go for too much. They sold pretty well in 1992. And some people have even like transformed the 1994 or 95 models that they changed around because the main structure is the same. Oh, the Testarossa. It's a cool car, but it's just, I don't know, it doesn't have the personality the other movie cars have. Like, it's a nice Ferrari, and I think they did paint it white, right? But that's the only big change that they made with the Ferrari, is that they painted it. So it's a white Ferrari. As for kit, for instance, they changed the whole car. They added that interior, the yoke, steering wheel, a bunch of cool stuff. The Jurassic Park car, even the Jeep. Well, if I think about it, the Jeep is supposed to be painted also, so it's not that unique. The Ecto one is very unique. Well, the Batman 1989 is very unique with Batmobile. And it's weird, right, how recently there haven't been a lot of movies that have a car that becomes a character, like the DeLorean. The DeLorean is a character in the Back to the Future. Totally. Like, you hear this, you think about it. Maybe some Bond cars, the Aston Martin DB5, but that's also an older car now. The BMWs that were used in the Pierce Brosnan era, James Bond, were also iconic. That BMW, the 750, I used to love that car because of that movie. That movie with Jason Statham, the Transporter, if I'm not mistaken, the first one that he drove like a black 7 Series. That was pretty awesome. The way he cared for the car, cleaning and washing, the driving style. For those of you who are younger, go to YouTube. Oh, I can't say that. Don't go there. I can't say that. Go to the Red app, and then there you can see a video called Star. BMW Star is with Madonna and Clive Owen, that's his name. He drives a 5 Series BMW M5, and he drives that thing hard. And it's a very cool ad for BMW. I don't know if you've seen it. Just look for Star BMW. You'll find it. You'll see Madonna there. When Madonna was still a thing. I wouldn't say the top of her game, but she was still famous. Very famous. The Transporter 1 had the 740i. Okay. Still. I love that era of BMWs. If I'm doing any ATS today, I might do later because I am just about to have to go to work that day, which is go to my desk here. I work from home, so this is my commute to the office. I'm commuting. No, man. Lucia boy, this is the kind of thing you only do here. Doing this in real life, man, your luck runs out, and that is not fun in real life. Here I can just click, press reset. If I crash, the main problem that I have is my points will reset. That's the only issue that I will have. You just bought an S60R, David. Congratulations. You're gonna love it. What color combo? And is it M66? Oh, you know that, Davide? Yeah, Clive Owen. Got the name right then. The E39, yeah, that one is really amazing. I love that. When he goes in the car and he's at the traffic light and goes, let me see what I can do. Sir, and he just wiggle the neutral and go first. While what's the name of that song? It goes like woo. Song. It's a pretty cool video, if you guys remember watching it later, you'll not regret. Start BMW ad, you'll see it. Too bad that I don't think there's any high quality upload, but that is a classic. This is early 2000s ad campaigns at its best. People used to like hire like real movie directors to do these long videos to post on the red platform. That's crazy. Meteor Gray. Nice. And what about the interior? Is it Nordcap? Is it Atacama? Or is it gold? If you're not following, consider following. Helps a lot. Doesn't cost you anything, and you might be able to join my live streams every now and then. Sometimes I do trucks, sometimes I do cars, sometimes I crash cars. You never know. Yes, Blur song. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you. I'm awful at names of songs. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. How am I not worried about cops? There are no cops here in this game. I'm not in a cop server. And I'm driving a simulator, obviously. Hey, how you doing, Aviana? I'm doing pretty good. How about yourself? On this Monday. I don't know if it's morning for you, but on this Monday. Yes, sir. This is a game. I'm not driving like this in real life, obviously, which would be pretty crazy and dangerous. I can just crash here and reset. Not in real life. Understeer. I'm driving a little bit crazier now. I don't know why I just felt like it. This server is no Hesi. No Hesi in Assetto Corsa for PC, and I'm driving in the Shutoku Revival Project track. What's going on there? I didn't see what happened. Oh, they did change the point system. If it's been a year since the last time you played No Hesi, dude, they improved it so much. Now, there's one downside. They used to have you do 4 million points to get certified. Now the point system has changed, and you stack up a lot more points, and the certified system is rotating. So you gotta keep, I think, within the 500 top players in order to keep it. So you might score like, I don't know, 5 billion points, and then if somebody scores 5 billion 1 points, that will put you out of the certified. So you're not going to be certified anymore, unfortunately. But, you know, they gave you like different, for instance, now you can hit cars up to 3 times before it resets, and if you go below 90, it won't reset your points. So you see here, I'm gonna try not to hit anybody so it doesn't reset, and I have 1.7 million points here, right? So I'm gonna just stop here, and you'll see the points are not gonna, they're still there. They're still there, and I can just continue going. I can kind of hit the car 3 times. Also, you see those 3 white bars by the 3X? Those 3 bars are the amounts of strikes, if you will, that you have. And then if you hit up to 3 times, let me just hit this car. So now I have 2 bars. It goes red, it says 2, but the point's still running. And also now you see there's a timer. The 23 minutes, they start 25 minutes. That's all you have. So your run cannot be longer than 25 minutes. I think they did that to avoid like having people going on like 4-hour run, which did happen in the past. Once you get the hang of it, you know, like if you're doing a good speed, you can just go forever without crashing. If you're good, not that good, but you could. How do you spawn traffic? So you have to go to the server. There's other ways to do it, but the easiest one is if you go to No Hesi server. And I hope my robot is not making a lot of noise here for you guys. However, I'm going back to the pits and I'll have to end the live stream for today. Yeah, the server is pretty good, and they're now adding another functionality that would be pretty awesome. So you'll be able to change cars without having to exit the game and reload. So you'll be able to just like select a new car and drive it. And I think they also are adding a system where you're able to choose any car, because as you might know, there's like a selection of maybe 10 to 12 cars per server, and you have to drive one of those 12 cars, even if they have like 200 cars available. With the new system, you'll be able to change cars at any time, and then also use any car from their pool of cars, which is pretty cool. Oh, B10, I know that one, the S8. Oh, that one is a beast. Do I have any mods over purple? I don't know. I get booted? I didn't know that. No, I don't have any mods. What are mods? And I didn't know I was getting booted. I never got any notification for anything. Talk to me. I don't have any mods. I don't have any, even the chat not on the screen. I think the only problem with Audi, Steve, is that, I don't know, especially the new ones, if you compare the new Audis with the BMWs and Mercedes, you know, just to talk about the German cars, it looks like Audi is stuck in 2009. Doesn't it? Like, the exterior design, the interior design, it all kind of looks like 2009 never left. They look pretty good cars for 2009, but not for 2025. Yeah, but what happened on purple? You said I was booted. Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. Audi, they are lacking kind of, you know, like life right now. They're just cars. They're becoming more like Volkswagen, which was Das Auto, and that is just, you know, a car. Oh, I have bots in my. What do you mean? Yeah, let me see if I can do this here. I don't know if I can. Oh, that's not here. Are you there? Oops. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Users in the chat. What is your user there? Stream elements, maybe? I don't know. They count as. They wouldn't count that as a bot, because that's how I'm able to scream at the same time. No, the Schwaza is not a bot. It's a real person. Oh, that's you. Okay, all right. So let me get you here and see if I can do this. Oh. Oops, sorry, dude. There was a real person there. Wait a second. Can I just make you a moderator? Timeout, warn. I don't think I can give you the power of moderation, can I? Invite? What is that invite? No, that's for streaming. I don't know, man. Which one is a bot? So I'll kick them out. Okay. I don't see this person here. I see Aki, Heavy, C Bob, Pumping Inhibitor, Greenland Elements, and Trusty, LOL. I don't know. This is a new app for me, the purple one. Oh, here I might be able to give you some power. Like gas, collaboration, mission follow Victoria, I don't know. I'll find out. I'll add you later. Oh, is that it? Okay. I should go to the pits, right? YV8. All right. Thank you, man. The Mercedes W124. Which one is that? Yeah, but as I grant you mod privileges, man, I need to hop out. I need to end the live stream for now. Thank you. Just that it's almost 10 a.m. What city am I driving in? I'm in Florida, Sally, but I'm driving in Local Revival Project, which is in Japan. Thank you, Broken to Build. Thank you. Thank you, Schweizia. Zwa. Yeah, well, thank you guys for watching. I hope you're following. If you're not following, consider following. I'm ending my live stream for now, but I will be back. I try to live stream every morning from like 8 till 9-ish. Oh, the camera's like way higher. That's no bueno. That wasn't supposed to be like this. I might have hit it. Put it in the right place at least. Oh yeah, it flipped down. This is how it was supposed to be, kind of. You guys are seeing the ceiling. And now, yeah, this is covering the other camera. I'll fix it. I'll find a better way to do this. In any case, thank you guys for watching. No, that's not in real life, Lenny. The game. Can't do this in real life. But thank you for watching. I hope you guys had a fun time. I hope you guys come back. If you're just joining the live stream now and I'm ending it, if you're on the red platform, don't forget to hit subscribe. If you're on the purple, that helps also. If you're on the black platform, the TT, it's also very helpful if you follow, like the live stream. I'll come back. Well, have an awesome day, have an awesome week. Swaziava, thank you for your help. Thank you, Steve, for the conversation. It's been always, as always, very pleasant. Davide, thank you. Hope to see you guys again. And I don't know if Aha is still there. If you are, thank you. And Dirt, I see you still here. Thank you, man. Thank you for all the support. We'll talk to you guys later. Enjoy your day.